Yo, this is Deontay the Bronze Bummer Wilder, heavyweight champion of the world, and you're watching Real Fans, Real Talk.
Face facts, what up, what up?
Real fans, realtalk.com. Where Arthur Diamonds, Trip Young, and intern Tom. For the white and black fans, Asia to Manhattan. I get all my facts from my bro, Mark the Stats Man. If you're not tuned in, I recommend the CAT scan. And if your brain checks out, then you deserve a backhand. Sports, gossip, all the hot topics. Real fans, realtalk.com got it. They got the hottest bloggers.
Is Jeremy Lin hurt?
Well, log onto the site and you can hear it from them first. I'm talking about the latest. I'm talking about the greatest. Go check out the archives. Even tell a neighbor. Tell them Bobby sent ya. From spring to winter, tuning in should be the only thing on your agenda. Certified cosign, you know what I'm about, son. Real fans, realtalk.com. I'm out one. Real fans, real talk. Real fans, real talk. Real fans, realtalk.com. Real fans, realtalk.com. Real fans, real talk. Real fans, real talk. Real fans, realtalk.com. Real fans, realtalk.com.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another live episode of Real Fans, Real Talk. I'm Mark the Statman Skevich. We got a great show lined up for you tonight. The NBA Finals are over. Unfortunately, the Cavs won. Knicks acquired Derrick Rose. The NBA Draft is in full effect. NBA Free Agent Frenzy in full effect. We have our blogger, Eric Sanchez, in the building, and our guest, Billy the Kid from the hit web series Respect Life. And, of course, the one and only, ready to rag on me, Trip Young in the building.
Darkness prevails. Wait, y'all hear that? Hold up, hold up, wait. It's like it's drums playing or something. It's something in my ears I'm hearing right now. Y'all hear that? Can y'all hear it? Let me know if y'all hear that out there. Y'all hear that? It's something, I don't know what's going on right now, but it's something going on. I need, it's in my mind. It's NBA champions, Game 7. The Cavs, they came back down 3-1, only team. You hear that? Hold on, wait a minute. Did y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Oh man, it's a. Oh, there it is, right there. Hold on, wait a minute. What did he say?
The champ is here.
Okay. Yeah.
The champ is here.
Oh man, you gotta get your groove over here. Oh man.
The champ is here.
Oh man, all right, cut it, man. I can't go.
Where's the champ? I don't see a champ.
Oh man.
They're in Cleveland.
You know, I'm very excited right now, and this is why I had to bring my main man Billy the Kid back, because I shout out to the 2016 Golden Gloves champ Nathan Condra too. I was trying to bring him back too, because he also picked the Cavs to win this NBA Finals. But we got Billy the Kid here. I needed some help this week to combat with the stat man and Eric over here.
At least it's even. We got a couple of Knicks fans.
Even,
Yeah,
you know?
so
They picked against the Cavs. I kept telling them, don't go against King James and Kyrie and JR and those boys. And, we saw what happened. Like I said, the only team in the history of the NBA to come back from being down 3-1, come back in Game 7. LeBron gets a triple-double, the block heard around the world, and then Kyrie, Uncle Drew, he said he channeled his inner Mamba when he took that last shot, pulled up in Stephen Curry's face to get the 3 that sealed the fate for the Golden State Warriors, and knocked the team that won 73 games off and just couldn't get that 16th win in the regular season. And I gotta say this, I'm a little upset because I was all throughout the city today. I was trying to get the 2016 championship hat. They didn't have it, so I'm gonna have to order it online. So I'm definitely gonna have it next week when we get on here, because I gotta, represent for the Cavs. I'm just in a good mood this week, man. This is a beautiful thing, guys. Hold on, Billy. What do you think of it? Because you picked the Cavs too. You went with the right team. So tell us, man.
I picked the Cavs before preseason, man. I already knew what time it was.
Exactly.
Came back. He had the big one in Cleveland. They ain't had one in so long since 64?
64, and it was.
Well, 64 was the Cleveland Browns,
Browns
though.
won.
The Cleveland Cavaliers
They never won a
haven't
chip,
won.
right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Cavs never won.
That was the first
got
major
one now,
sport.
though.
That was the first. Yeah, we got one now. We definitely got one.
And we was going.
The Knicks
back
are
and
next,
forth.
by the way. Just
For your sake, Stat Man, I really hope so. But we, when we had the rest of the cast members from Respect Life here, shout out to Boom and Lee and all the rest of the guys that came through. But you was the one who was riding with me. You picked the Cavs with me,
Let's pick the King.
and exactly, and that's what you said, man. You said this was going to happen. I said this was going to happen, and sure enough, on the road too, which make it worse. It was on the road in Golden State, and I feel a little, I feel good because last year, when Kyrie was out and Kevin Love, was out, they was talking a lot of smack. Oh, we still smell the champagne and whatnot. Well, guess what? Now I smell the champagne in that Golden State arena, and that's the Cavs drinking and celebrating their victory.
I can almost taste it.
It's good. I should have just went. I was thinking about going out. I should have went, because I really wanted to be there, but I had other obligations. But I want to come to this side of the room, and I want to start with you, Stat Man, because you have been outside of Skip Bayless. You have been a #1 LeBron James hater. So when he just snatched victory out of the jaws of defeat with that block, when he ran down and chased down, came out of nowhere like Superman, faster than a speeding bullet, and put that on the backboard. What was going through your mind, Stat Man? What was it, man? This is your time to shine, Stat Man. Tell the people what was going on.
Nothing specific in those moments, but when LeBron James said that it feels like it's a dream, like he's gonna wake up and it's still Game 4 and they're down 2-1. It's kind of a nightmare for me, not a dream. So
Listen, it's
kind of like I wish I woke up and it was still Game 4 and he's down 2-1.
My only wish was that we could have been on the set watching the game live while we were, doing the show, because then I could have actually got to see your facial expression when Uncle Drew pulled up in Steph Curry's face, and that was pretty much all she wrote from that point.
Well, speaking of Steph Curry, the end of the game, he tried to take the game in his own hands, and he's done it so many times before with the step back three that it's a bad shot, but he makes it, at least half the time.
He didn't make it this time, though.
He definitely didn't make it this time, and it wasn't necessary to go for three. The game was tied, and you're going for three. You're Steph Curry, so you're figuring that shot's going to happen. The pressure's on. It's Game 7, fourth quarter. Not that much time remaining, but it's a tie game. There was no need to rush that step back three with two people. Then he tries it again. Didn't go down. So
Kevin Love actually defended him, on the last three, which actually, shout out to Kevin Love, who showed up in Game 7, 14 rebounds. He didn't have the best finals, but he showed up when it counted in Game 7. Now, in Statman, I'm not done, okay? But I'm going to go to you over here, Eric. First of all, shout out to Eric, because he definitely, y'all better check out his blogs if y'all haven't already on the website. But the one blog I do want y'all to check out is where he picks who's going to make it to the finals. And we're going to lead up to his finals pick, because because you did pick Toronto, you said you didn't think Cleveland was going to get, before the playoffs started, you didn't think they was going to get past, Toronto.
I had my reasons.
They did get past Toronto, though. Okay, now then you picked Golden State in
But
6.
why did I pick Golden State?
Listen, because you had your reasons.
No,
all right.
But you said the lead up.
You said that you said you didn't know how the bench was going to play, how the role players.
Trust the role players.
You didn't trust the role players, but you should have trusted Trip Young. When Trip Young said this was what's going to happen, you should have trusted me, man.
Trip.
You should have trusted me, man.
Trip, I got to put you on the spot right here. Because you the same dude that sat here and said Amon Shumpert's bun was the key to the series.
I did.
And we all know the bun had nothing to do with the series.
Did they not win the series?
They won Game 3 and then they lost Game 4
exactly.
with the bun.
But
so the bun didn't have anything to do with it.
It did, because it's all about the whole series as a whole.
The fact that LeBron,
listen, he got the hot top fake now anyway, so it's all good now.
Yeah, because Tiana Taylor blew it out for him before the parade.
Exactly. She wanted to make sure he was on point. So, but they came to play, and they managed to come back from down 3-1. You might want to talk about the suspension. Well, we gonna put it on the King James and Uncle Drew, who both stepped up, the dynamic duo, out there.
Homie, first and foremost, I want to say, right, because me and Trip, we had this talk after Game 1, right? My main issue with LeBron was he's too passive at times. What he did in Game 5, Game 6, and Game 7, that's legendary. I can never take that. To drop 41 with your back up against the wall, then come back again, drop 41. Then come out and give you the triple-double in Game 7. That's the type of LeBron that I want to see all the time. Don't wait till you down 3-1.
He wanted to put on the show.
Why you don't have to do it all the time?
He likes to pass the ball.
Yeah, he wanted to get teammates involved.
But my thing
He's the best at everything. You got to get other people involved.
All right, but my thing is, right, it's good to be, passive in a regular season. Even the first, second round. Finals is on the line. everyone here can agree the Cavs were the underdog coming into the series, right?
They were.
So why are you playing passive? I need you to be assertive and take over.
He had to make it
early.
look good. You know, think about it,
Stop.
right? You go down 3-1.
Stop.
He had to make this a legendary
He had to make it
championship
legendary.
win for Cleveland because, you know, being down 3-1 in the series, then he wanted to show that he is the best player
man to man.
on the planet.
So man to man, when Kyrie was taking them wild shots in Game 4, and they went down 3-1, you felt, all right, LeBron's going to take over now the next 3 games.
Yeah, because he had no choice.
He had no
He had no
But did you
choice.
think they were going to win the 3 straight?
Yeah, because
No way.
I never gave
No
up
way.
on
Stop.
Cleveland. I never
Stop.
gave.
No.
Let me
Stop.
tell you,
Stop.
I can't give up. I can't give up until like even like we say this all the time.
He didn't
like,
give
with
up
the-
because of the delusional
with the Yankees,
fanism
right? We talk
side.
about the Yankees, right? If they're not gonna make the playoffs, I never give up on them until it's mathematically impossible for them to make
Stop.
it. So I have
First
to keep.
of all-
I have to continue to root.
Golden State had only lost 2 games in a row one time this year.
But if any team
2
was
times
gonna
this year.
do
Sorry,
it,
2
If
times.
you look,
it would be the
Golden State-
Cavs.
And let's
Golden
not
State
had
forget,
not
if
lost
Green
3
wasn't
straight in a row.
Golden
suspended,
State
it would have been
lost
over
4
in
games
5.
the playoffs,
Then they did the regular
lost the
season.
whole season.
But that's including the 3 games they lost at the end. At that point, when they was up 3-1, there's nobody who could tell me in their right mind that they felt, oh, they gonna lose 2 games in a row.
I
Nobody.
wasn't sure, but I said 1 game at a time.
Of course.
I'm not gonna
And that's
lie to you.
fine.
I said
1 game at a time. But-
Once we got to game 6,
So
I already knew
if
what
I would
time
have
it
told
was.
you, yo,
Was it
throw down
one game
100 right
six?
now on Cleveland and win the next 3 games, would you have done it?
no.
That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, I
That's
wouldn't
all I'm
put my
asking.
money
So
on
let's
it.
not
Maybe
be
the odds got a lot
delusional about it.
better after
But
the
you gotta-
Green
but
suspension,
but
which
as,
Let's not
but,
be
but as
delusional
a
about it.
fan of LeBron and of the Cavs, you still gotta put that support. Like I'm not
Y'all
gonna
still-
ever I'm
we
not
still
gonna
a
ever
chance,
say
for
that
sure.
they
And
don't have a chance.
And I agree with that.
And
but my thing
he
is, then
willed
why
the
wait to
team.
Game 5 to become this assertive LeBron who says, now I'm gonna carry you? Show me that from Game 1.
He had to watch. He had to get the feel. He said he had to watch the tape from game 1 and 2,
on,
see what they
stop,
did wrong,
stop.
and he came back and he did. You know, he put up back-to-back
Come
40-point
on.
games, then the
Actually,
triple-double.
they played good defense on Steph the first
They
game.
played great defense all series.
Yeah.
No, Kyrie worked him. Worked him.
He
Worked
played
him.
great defense
Yeah.
all series. And what I like most that the Cavs did was that they attacked Kyrie. We talked
Yeah.
about this during the game.
Yeah.
Game 1, me, you, and Statman. Curry is a terrible defender.
Yep.
So you got to work him. You got to put
Yeah.
him in the blender. You got to put the pressure on him. And they did that all series.
Yeah,
And-
Kyrie really
but
worked him.
The Cavs defense, if you look, I think what they held them in the fourth quarter, Game 7, 14 points, 15 points.
Yeah, it was,
That's amazing defense.
Yeah. And that's why the OKC series went to 7 games, because he had to actually
had to
guard
work.
a point guard.
Yeah.
And last year on their run to the finals, Steph Curry did not have to do anything because every point guard they played
He
was
don't play the
injured.
points.
So Klay
Thomas
Thompson,
played the
Klay
points.
Thompson play everybody.
Klay, was
Clay had it
able to
rough. Look at Clay. Who they play in the first round?
Houston.
Houston.
So he had
Yeah,
to guard
James
James
Harden.
Harden.
James Harden. Second round.
Portland.
Portland.
Yeah, Lillard
Yeah,
don't
Damian
cover.
Lillard.
Either or.
Third
CJ McCollum.
round.
Then he had Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, Westbrook. He had it rough.
Yeah.
Then you got to turn around and handle
You gotta
Kyrie.
get Kyrie. Yeah.
Yep, and you got to guard Kyrie, and you know, shout out to Kyrie because what he did in that series against, because Klay Thompson is a really good defender, but you know, Kyrie just was everywhere. No one on Golden State's team could stop Kyrie. He just abused everybody from pretty much from game 3 on. He pretty much was doing what he wanted to do.
I said it about 2 years ago. I think Kyrie's the best point guard in the league.
Well, he definitely is making a
He's
statement.
in the discussion.
Yeah, you got
But he's right there.
He got a pass, give out a little more assists, then he got it by far.
He's not a traditional point guard, but he's definitely in the discussion.
Yeah.
I think he's right there. I don't take that. I think Kyrie was big, like you said, from game 3 on.
Yeah,
Kyrie was
he's
big in the
definitely gonna have a huge jump in the rankings.
But I got a
when
question
they
for
go
you
through
though,
the rankings.
Trip. Right? Kyrie makes the amazing shot. Why he ain't channel LeBron mentality? Why was it Mamba mentality?
Because Kobe will just jack up shots all day. LeBron,
Nah, stop.
The difference. No,
Stop.
let me say. The difference between LeBron and Kobe is that LeBron will make everybody around him better. Kobe doesn't do that. And sometimes, in a situation like that where the game's online, you just got to take that shot. But LeBron is also about making everybody better around him, and that's really what it took for them to win. Yeah, LeBron and Kyrie went off, but you still got to get these other guys involved and give them that confidence. Richard Jefferson is in his 16th year. He's out there looking like he's 25.
Yeah, he played
like
You know,
small.
Yeah, but he played
Tristan
good. He ain't
Thompson
like
was out there. You know, they were balling, but you gotta give him that. You gotta give him that confidence, and that's what
Tristan was
LeBron
big.
does. You know,
Tristan
as
was big
with
and
Kobe,
serious.
it's just like when you need that big shot, you can go to Kobe, but ain't nobody else on that team around Kobe is gonna be doing anything because it's all about Kobe.
That's the only thing LeBron got to work on too. He needed a little bit more heart for me, a little more.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? But he got everything else.
Nah,
he
he
got everything
got the
else.
package though. I can't
Everything
deny
else.
that. He got the package.
Maybe a little more heart, but he's still the best player in the world.
Yeah, he definitely
Hands
put the stamp
down.
on that. When they was having a little action on the questions about the MVP and when he made those comments and whatnot, he definitely proved who's the best player in basketball because they really couldn't do anything with LeBron James. He just took over and that was it. And now he has his third ring, which means that he does have more than the Knicks organization, correct? Because they have 70 and
Yeah,
73.
that is correct.
And I like how you got your Knicks gear on
you.
this
I
week.
got you, Stab.
You know,
I mean, unfortunately, the Knicks can't join up with their best friends to win too.
well, they could actually sign some people.
We trying to do that.
Yeah,
That's-
we're working on that now.
We trying to do that.
I'm all nicked out because,
to do that.
you know, you gave me these Knicks socks for my birthday last week. I couldn't see myself wearing them, but at the same time, I want to show you that I appreciate the gift. So I came out with the socks, and I had everything else to match the sneakers.
Probably
the hat,
helped them get Derrick
and then-
Rose because of that.
Yeah, I have the number 1 jersey, and you got it, which is Derrick Rose's old number. It's autographed by Anthony Mason, the late great Anthony Mason, John Starks, Walt Clyde Frazier, and Bernard King. So you got generations of Knicks fans here with the number 1 Derrick Rose old number, and you know I'm feeling the karma of former Knicks greats. I'm using it as a good luck charm, and Derrick Rose being the beginning of a lot more acquisitions
I
this
do
offseason.
think that the Knicks will make the playoffs this year. I do believe that. You know, barring any major injuries, I do think they'll get like a 7th seed in the Eastern Conference.
You saying that live right now?
As it stands, maybe, but we're not even done yet.
Yeah.
Break it first head.
Yeah, I will give the Knicks that, you know, Derrick Rose, if he stays healthy, and he played 66 games last year, so that's already a huge improvement from what he did the last 3 seasons. So with that core of Derrick Rose, Melo, and Porzingis, because Porzingis is only going to get better. You know, I honestly,
nice.
you know, he's not used to that schedule, but I think he's going to start getting used to the long schedule, but he's only going to get better. And I look at him like a Dirk Nowitzki, but just a better version of Dirk Nowitzki when he was younger. So they're going to get better, and they do have a lot more cap room, so they're probably going to sign either Noah or Dwight Howard, and if either one of those guys will definitely be able to make the playoffs in the Eastern Conference.
Now, if they get one of them, they can make the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think Noah's definitely
Without
Pau Gasol
Dwight
too, but
Yeah.
or somebody
Mr.
like
Gasol.
that.
Yeah, they need
I
a
don't
center
see-
now
I
because they
don't see them
did
making the
trade
playoffs.
Robin Lopez, so they definitely need a center, but it's still not going to be enough to dethrone the NBA champion.
well, they don't necessarily need to stop there. I mean, you know, when you look at, you know, they need a shooting guard because I talked about it in the blog. If you want to check it out, realfansrealtalk.com. It was called Rose Wore Red, Now Here Wear Blue. Some people think his career is dead, but I think that's not true. Full detail of of Derrick Rose, the trade. You know, he was third on the Bulls last year behind Pau Gasol, and of course Jimmy Butler emerging as a superstar now.
Yeah.
And he handled the role unselfishly. He was okay with not being, you know, the first scoring option anymore, and I think that will work well coming into this system with Carmelo Anthony being the top dog, Kristaps Porzingis obviously being a scoring option, and then who knows who's the center position. Now, there's rumors of Dwight Howard coming to Knicks. He says he wants to come to the Knicks. I really hope that's not the case. If he does, I'm hoping it's just a 1-year deal so they could look at whatever free agents next year, and then they're a playoff team and we're playing for next year, basically,
Well,
if they waste the money on Dwight Howard.
With Dwight Howard, honestly, outside of Hassan Whiteside, who I don't think the Knicks will be able to get, I feel like Miami's going to find a way to bring him back. But outside of that, you know, as far as Noah's been getting injured the last couple of seasons. So I kind of would take Dwight Howard over Noah. I like Al Horford, but I don't, you know, I just don't see him as the guy. So I think Dwight
isn't the answer.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Horford
So
isn't the
Dwight will fit better.
Let's run through the centers here. There's Hassan Whiteside, Dwight Howard, Al Horford, Al Jefferson, Andre Drummond, who's a restricted free agent, Bismack Biyombo, Zaza Pachulia, Pau Gasol, and Joakim Noah. Now, Pau Gasol said that he's willing to take less money if it's a championship, you know, caliber team, which it isn't even with the addition of Pau Gasol.
Well, if you can get both Dwight Howard and Powell.
Well, I don't really think that would fit. I think, you know, the next route, you know, you get one of those guys, and then you get the shooting guard because Aaron Aflalo says he's an elite shooting guard and wants a bigger contract. So
he did us a big
he did. And I talked about that in the blog on how delusional he is.
Yeah.
Now you got Jamal Crawford, Dwayne Wade, who's obviously staying in Miami, DeMar DeRozan, Bradley Beal, Courtney Lee, Jordan Clarkson, J.R. Smith, who, you know, I don't think the Cavs can afford him next year, and Evan Fournier.
Yeah, the Cavs.
I wouldn't recommend J.R. coming back
anyway. The Cavs are going to figure out a way to bring J.R. back.
He's going to bring J.R. back.
Yeah, I think J.R. staying.
Yeah, he just wanted to get a couple of more years.
And LeBron took a shot at the Knicks too, but
we need to get rid of what's the short guy, man?
Delly? Dellavedova?
Dellavedova, gotta go. Mo's back.
Yeah, well,
Mo's back.
As much as I like Mo Williams, she kind of was pissing me off in Game 7, though.
Dellavedova is cheaper.
Yeah.
And he's younger.
But Mo Williams already opted in now, so that's the thing that's gonna cause the Cavs a problem.
Mo's the type of guy that you keep around for the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He gets limited time during the regular season, and in the playoffs, you bring him in, you let him get, because he's a vet. He understands it.
You gotta let Kyrie
Dellavedova, you play him during the regular season, you let him, you know, trip up guys and blow out ankles and knees and all that stuff that he like to do.
Yeah.
And then, you
that's
know,
his style. He
and
drink
it's
his
like, all
coffee
right,
during
now
the
the
game.
playoff time, all right, Delly, sit down way at the end of the bench, Delly. You sit down there.
Yeah.
Mo Williams gonna get, you know.
I like Mo coming in. It helped us a lot.
Mo's good.
I've been feeling like we should have been put Mo in. You know what I mean? But you know,
You gotta
I'm not
save
a coach. Yeah, that was smart.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what.
Remember, Miami used to do that with Mike Miller.
Yeah, so
Mike
wait
Miller
to the
wouldn't play
playoffs.
during the regular season,
And
then
in
he
the
come out
playoffs,
and
he
give you a
just-
quick 12 points on the bench in the playoffs.
Yep, a couple of rebounds too.
Back to the Knicks, though. One of those shooting guards and one of those centers, both moderately priced. Obviously, you wait until after that July 1st meeting with July 1st, is it?
July 1st,
with Kevin Durant. You see what happens with that,
Once
and
KD
then.
says no, I'm not coming to New York to play.
But if
for the
he
Knicks.
says yes, you could get one of those other guys for significantly cheaper. So.
Oh yeah, then you could, because you'd have Kevin Durant.
You'll have several guys. You'll have the the max contract player.
2A or 2B.
And people talk about the Thunder and how he'll get the most money. You're talking about salary wise, but you come into the New York market, your endorsements, your jersey sales, all in all, you're going to have more money playing in New York than you will playing in OKC. Much bigger market, much more endorsements, much more.
In which case, it's pretty much the same.
Well, I mean, yeah, kind of, but I mean, LA doesn't really have anything right now, so why would he really want to do that?
Well, they did get Brandon Ingram. They do have D'Angelo Russell.
Is it official? Well,
Yeah.
I mean, they talk about Brandon.
They got him. In the
If
draft
you were
now,
Kevin
so-
Durant right now, what would be the better fit, the Knicks or the Lakers?
You know what? Honestly, they both suck. And
Oh my God!
So it could be.
You got a top tier scorer in Carmelo Anthony. You have a pretty good point guard in Derrick Rose.
They play the same position.
How are they going to work that?
All
That's
jokes
what I'm
aside,
saying.
this is the thing, right? With Durant's got to be willing. If they make that move, either Porzingis is going to play center right away, which I don't think he's ready to do,
He's going to get it work.
Yeah.
He's not ready.
or Durant's going to have to play two guard. That's the only
Ooh.
because Porzingis is going to play the 4 and Melo's going to play the 3.
You can't put Melo at the shooting guard.
You got to put Melo at the power then.
Yeah.
What about
But then you gotta have Porzingis at the
gonna have to play
center.
center.
That's why I don't think it's gonna work
And
with Durant.
that's I agree.
whoa.
Now, but if you leave
Well, you can
between
move
those
Melo
two-
to the shooting guard.
No way.
No.
And Melo will get torched every night.
Yeah, you
Melo will get
can't.
torched every night.
That's true.
Yeah, pass
he
Melo
gets
right
torched
now.
every
Yeah.
night. So,
You know you don't play no defense.
Well, you can switch it up on you.
If you leave it between those
You
two
switch
teams-
defensively and offensively. You saw it,
they'll
shooting
call
guards
ISO
guarding
all day.
point
Yeah.
guards.
They'll call ISO all
That
day.
ain't
Yo, clear it
gonna
out.
work.
Yeah, they're gonna clear out all day and force
Yep.
Melo to guard somebody on the perimeter.
Yeah,
Nah,
and he
it'll
can't
get
do that.
disgusting out there.
Yeah.
Almost 7-foot shooting guard and Kevin Durant. That would be interesting.
Well, Kevin Durant played a lot against Steph Curry in the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah.
He has that
see what that
athleticism
got
to
him.
hang out there.
You see what that got him?
He played him tough though.
He did.
Durant is no scrub on the defensive end.
Durant cannot keep it. Now, what do you pick to? You got to switch to a point guard. Imagine.
But here's the thing,
he
though.
rolls with somebody
Check
coming
it out
down
though.
with Durant.
This is what you could do. This is what you
Somebody-
could do. And this is all hypothetical. You could bring in Durant, still go after Noah Gasol, and you could end the game with Durant as a 2 guard. See what I'm saying?
But who's gonna start at the 2 guard?
Well, you're going to have to go get Courtney Lee, one of them guys, and Porzingis may have to come off the bench. I'm be honest.
But see, you can't bring Porzingis because
Why not?
Porzingis is going to be a superstar in this league.
All right, but he started last year coming off the bench.
Yeah, but you don't want to stunt his growth though.
And people thought he was going to get banged around by the power forward position, and he didn't.
Yeah.
He's over there rebounding and dunking over people.
Yeah, but that's still
and he's been eating. He's been putting on some pounds.
If he,
can still
if he
come
comes
off
off
the
the
bench.
bench,
Kevin
There's no
Durant
way.
sees him as the unicorn, the
Yeah,
thin,
you
the
see
thin
him-
7-footer.
Can you see him holding DeMarcus Cousins? and
no,
somebody?
not at all.
Well,
He was-
So
thankfully, he only
that's
gotta
why
play
you
DeMarcus
adjust
two
for
times a
certain
year.
games.
You only got to play
But
him
I'm
2
just
times a
saying,
year.
That's why you
somebody
adjust
like
for certain
Dwight
games.
Howard,
He'll
somebody
come
like
off the
that.
bench and you
Thankfully,
have.
Howard ain't got no post moves.
Yeah. So
that answers that.
So
But I don't think
it'll be
Durant's
rough.
in play.
Yeah, I don't need.
I don't think he's in play.
I do think that it could
Noah
be
and Gasol.
Howard, Gasol, or Noah, one of those guys,
Or
and
both.
Crawford actually, as far as because they do need a shooting guard. I wouldn't mind Crawford coming off the bench
don't know
for the Knicks.
You don't know if Crawford want to come back. Remember, Crawford was there before. You don't know, like,
Get Courtney
Yeah, he probably
Lee.
come back and then suck again like he did last time.
You get
he
Courtney
was in New
Lee
York.
and a dude. I don't know. I've heard that he wants a lot of money though. The shooting guard that was coming off the bench for Atlanta, Kent Bazemore.
Yeah,
He would be a good
He's
fit
actually
for the
he's
Knicks.
actually pretty good.
Yeah, he's an athletic
But
two
he's
guard.
he's gonna try. He's
but
gonna
he's
he's gonna
you gotta check him
yeah.
out. I don't
Yeah,
really
he
know
nah,
too
he
much
could
about
ball.
him.
He actually played
could
well
ball.
in the playoffs, but he's gonna want a little bit of
This
money.
is his first time trying to get a payday. So
Yeah.
he might want 13, 14
Oh,
mil.
the Knicks
Yeah.
give anybody money, though. That ain't the problem.
Well, that's
Yeah,
the pro-
just
that
whether
is the
or not-
problem.
yeah.
That is the
Yeah,
problem.
that's
We're giving
the
everybody
problem.
money.
Everybody.
And you don't know if they're gonna perform up to that contract once they get to New York. So that's where New York is gonna face those issues at.
But realistically, they could get a pretty good shooting guard out of one of the ones I mentioned, and a
Yeah.
pretty good center, and like a
Absolutely.
Pau
They can have
Gasol
a really
and
good 5.
Courtney Lee is would be ideal in my opinion. But
Yeah.
You need
think
more than a
Courtney would be
5 to win a chip.
Yeah, they definitely gonna have to get some guys on the
Need
bench, and
some
they got
bench.
enough cap room to space it out and get a couple of guys. But we gotta wait and see because. And then, like I said, the main thing, though, now is Derrick Rose' health because you traded Lopez, who I thought was solid for the Knicks. So Derrick Rose has to stay healthy this season. If Derrick Rose can do that, like I said, the Knicks can definitely make the playoffs with this team.
But
even right now, I think they can make the playoffs in the East.
as I mentioned in the blog, though, even if he doesn't stay healthy, you're taking a 1-year risk. That's it.
Yeah.
So the next year free agency, you got Russell Westbrook, you got Chris Paul, you got who knows which guys this year are signed to just 1-year deals. You might have some of the guys from this year available next year. So it's not and Robin Lopez, he's a good value at half max for a starting center in the league, but at the same time, that opens the door for other pieces in the center position
and
too.
I don't mind
so.
them giving up Robin Lopez, and I mean Kyle Brown is just horrible.
And the cap space is exactly, roughly exactly
Actually,
the same
they
because
saved a couple of million.
They saved a couple by
bringing
making the
in
deal
Derrick
now
Rose.
And the-
as opposed to waiting.
I think like $3 million
That was
they
good.
saved.
Yeah.
and the other kid, Justin Holiday, he's young, shooting guard. His cap, he's only $1 million a year.
Yeah, so he's-
and the last game that he played against Philadelphia, he scored 29. D Rose didn't play; they didn't play a lot of their guys. But I mean, he's young. He's the second year. He could emerge to be somebody. He'll be a good shooting guard off the bench, I think, eventually.
Well, the beauty in the trade is not only that Rose is only a 1-year guy, but now after this upcoming season, I should say, we wouldn't have Lopez. We would have had Lopez for 2 more years.
Yeah.
So already going into next summer, we're already going to start out with about $20 million in cap space.
Yeah.
So again, we could be a player again
Which
next offseason.
Westbrook is
Exactly.
available, so you
We
might be able
could
to
be
bring
right
in
there.
Chris Paul.
If we get in right now, depending on what we get, I think we could be like you said, a 7th, 6th seed, maybe in as high as a 5th seed.
Yeah, because things are going to be shaken up a little bit.
And then we'll have the cap space to add on to that now and try to get a little better.
Yeah,
going
because
into
the Hawks are going to
next
drop now because they already traded Jeff Teague away, and Al Horford is more than likely signing with another team, so they're going to drop.
Young just signed with the Pacers, right?
I like what the Pacers doing.
Yeah,
The Pacers is working.
Jeff Teague for 12. George Hill, and I don't understand how the Knicks couldn't give up more than that to get Jeff Teague because he went away for the peanuts. Like
but
George Hill and they get a 12th round pick, 12th overall pick.
Yeah, but
I definitely
Utah did that.
Yeah.
I don't understand why
Exactly.
Utah gets an old guard and gives up a 12th round pick.
Yeah, I didn't understand.
What are you getting?
I didn't know, but you know what? Since Utah's not my team, I'm not concerned.
Exactly, but put it this way, right? George Hill was traded for Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
We see what Kawhi Leonard is. So if you Utah, and this is 4 years later,
Yeah, but
and now you trading a 12th pick for George Hill?
Yeah.
No learning from your
I-
mistakes.
What are you doing?
I didn't understand that.
What are you
one
doing?
at all? But the Pacers did get a lot better with
Pacers.
Jeff Teague. He does
And now they
make
got
them.
Thaddeus Young.
That's another example of somebody recovering from
got some
knee injury and
pieces.
Paul George. So
coming back.
Paul George is back.
Yeah,
Did
he
you
is.
see him?
Oh yeah.
He's back.
Oh yeah.
Now, they're not
And
going to
D-Rose
beat the
will
Cavs,
be
though,
too.
But, the Cavs are still the team to beat. They are the NBA
absolutely.
champions. Once again, guys, if you're just joining us on Real Fans, Real Talk, the Cavaliers of Cleveland did make history doing something that no team has ever done, coming down from 3 games to 1 to winning in a Game 7 on the road where King James posted a triple-double. Uncle Drew hit the game-winning shot in Steph Curry's face.
And big
just
shout out
add
to the
insult
league for
to
suspending
injury.
Green so to make they can make all this possible.
Listen.
NBA suspensions.
Listen, even
And let's not forget the referees because they played a good part in
in
it too.
Draymond Green, I did like the fact that he manned up after and said, you know what, I blame this loss on myself because if
because he has to say that.
what I was
Nah, it
doing
wasn't
in the because if you actually want to blame him being suspended, he said if I wasn't doing what I was doing in the earlier rounds, messing with Michael Beasley, kicking Steven Adams, in the groin.
Yeah, but those were legit flagrants. The other one wasn't a flagrant.
Oh, that was definitely intentional. And that's why the league made up for the call by suspending him on the LeBron
Well,
play.
he was over the point, so that at that point.
But it wasn't a flagrant until after the
Thank
game.
you.
But the
The
league
refs
has-
didn't decide that a flagrant. They just wanted to suspend him.
When he kicked Steven Adams, they didn't have it as a flagrant 2. They changed that after the game.
So that's what I wanted to ask you, Trip. Right? They reviewed both of those plays. Right? Now, if you get a flagrant 2, you're kicked out of the game. After the Steven Adams kick, they reviewed it, said it was a flagrant 2. But they didn't suspend him.
they just fined him
Why?
$25,000.
He would have been kicked out of the game if it would have been called a flagrant 2 on the court, right? So they allowed him to play because Golden State was down 3-1. Then they turn around, the refs reviewed the play in Game 4 with LeBron. Didn't give him a technical flagrant anything on the court. But then the league stepped in.
gave him-
It wasn't a double. It was just a double foul.
Double
Yeah,
foul,
double
no
foul.
technical.
But they gave
But then
LeBron
the
a
league
tech
stepped
after.
in and
Gave-
said, that's
they
a
gave-
flagrant,
they gave
which now
Le-
puts you over the limit,
They
which
gave
we got to
LeBron a
suspend
tech
you
Let me ask you a
and
question
gave
now.
Draymond a
So
flagrant.
do you think they should have kicked Stephen Curry out when he threw the mouthpiece?
Because they
Game
did
7?
suspend Udonis
that's
Haslem.
somebody in the crowd.
When
Yeah,
Haslem
but
did it, they
Udonis
suspended
Haslem
him.
with a little different situation. He actually hit the ref when he did that.
He hit a fan.
He hit a fan. That's what
And the ref ain't the same thing. Fan and the ref ain't the
Haslam
same thing.
intentionally
Yeah.
aimed for the ref.
Haslam looked at the ref and
Curry just threw it.
straight
Didn't really
loaded up.
mean to
But-
aim at anybody.
First of all, that's unhygienic. You gonna take your
yeah, but
mouthpiece
we
out
don't
and throw
suspend
that
guys for being
I mean,
unhygienic.
the memes were strong. I
We
mean,
don't
I would
suspend
have
guys for
been.
that.
I'd rather you hit a ref than hit a fan.
I would have
Yeah.
been
The guy
emotionally
who hit it,
distraught
I would have
after.
sued. I would have sued for everything Steph Curry
No, the
had.
guy
You
already
with
got
your
money. That's
mouthpiece.
one of the
That guy,
cats
yeah,
on the
he's-
side, so
I
he's
would
good.
have got more money. You don't throw your mouthpiece at me.
That
I'm
dude,
suing.
first of all, that dude ain't even know what game he was at. He's a rich owner's son. He was just there, chilling. He didn't even know what game he was at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he didn't care.
Yeah,
But
he
I,
definitely.
it isn't Draymond's fault. I don't care what anybody says.
It was hilarious though, either way. I don't care. It was hilarious.
Steph, I mean, you know, Steph was whack for that. You can't throw the mouthpiece.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
You know, you got to keep your composure.
Especially with Steph. It was kind of shocking to actually see Steph get like that.
He usually don't blow his cool.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
like,
all.
yeah,
You know, I just thought it
don't.
was hilarious. But we at the halfway point, and we got a couple of gifts. Some people that sent over from us. One of your cast members on Respect Life, NYMI, who plays Lee, who is one of those guys on the show that's always turning up whenever he's on the camera, shooting up everything. And he just put out a new music video, and his mixtape got the Lee tape out here. It just dropped on the 17th. And it's a lot of fire on here, so y'all definitely gonna wanna check that out. And y'all holla at NY. Y'all can hit him up on Instagram. It's Lee at Respect Life, right?
Yeah, I think it was NYMI.
Yeah. And well, he has NYMI TV as well. So hit him up and get that. And we got the video. He sent it over now. Once again, see, and me and Lee, we go back. You know, we brothers. But he gonna do the same thing Cortez does to me. He send me this stuff over, and he know it got a lot of curses, and I gotta sit for hours and edit this stuff down. All right, and it's all good because that's my bro. So I'm gonna do it. But Billy, you also in this, and you playing Ruger because he got a little.
Yeah.
It's a little kind of like a little mini movie kind of thing.
Yeah.
And you, what's up with your aim, man? You know, and I don't. That's what I
how
don't
he got me on
understand.
that,
Yeah, you
man.
just out here killing innocent people, and what make me mad is the person that you kill in the video is actually the person that did the theme song for Real Fans Real Talk, my man Bobby Stone.
Bobby, yeah.
So shout out to Bobby Stone. So whenever y'all hear that Real Fans Real Talk theme song, that's Bobby Stone, who also is a cast member in Respect Life. So you gotta love that. That's what this made this video even better for me, because one of my favorite characters in the show, Billy, you in the video, and then Bobby Stone is on the song as well. So we're gonna jump into this. And like I said, if y'all want to see it with all of the cursing and all of that stuff in it, y'all can go to NY's YouTube page and watch it there. I had to edit it down for TV because we can't put all that stuff in there. But
I can't be doing like LeBron James does.
yeah, we can't do.
Like
We
we'll
did
get
at
into
the
that later.
conference. But shout out to NY, and this is his new joint right here off of that Lee tape, man.
Fire.
That's my man, getting this money out here, man. I ain't mad at you, baby. Yo, you think they're hiring like me?
Well, I'm not, man. Hand me a resume, man. I'll see what I can do.
That's my guy, man.
Yeah.
I don't really know too much about the resume things, you know what I'm saying? But I think my honey, she into that, you know what I mean? She could whip something up, and she's smart, you know what I'm saying? She could do something for me. I'ma definitely follow up with you, bro.
All right, safe up, bro.
You already know, bro. Stay up, man. You too. What's wrong with you?
I don't like that Sean, man.
Why?
He got a job, man.
Technically, he is. What the fuck is we doing out here?
He out here getting his money the same way he getting it. Our shit just dirty.
Exactly. So why the you complaining? If you so frustrated with him having a job, why don't you go get one?
Do it look like I'm trying to scrub anybody's floors anytime soon, man?
Whatever. I hear you. You don't like nobody though. So what else is new, man?
Alright, man. You want a point out here, man?
What kind of question is that, man? Ain't no such thing as off point rolling with like you,
Alright,
man.
Come on, man. Alright, man. I'm about to go back. I'm really going to I'm gonna let you in a minute, man.
Alright, man. Do your thing, man. You be out here.
What up, Lo? What's good, bro? Brother?
Chilling.
Good, man.
You about to go to work?
Yeah, man. Got the new gig, brother.
God, man. I'm proud of you, man. I'm
Thank
proud
you.
of you. Yo,
Thank
but
you.
what you talking about?
Melon Ruger.
Yeah.
Man, I want a job, man. So you might shoot me a resume outside. I'll see what I can do.
A job? You just shot somebody last week in the stomach trying to hit somebody else. You want a job?
Yeah, man. But we all need change sometime, brother. You know,
Yeah,
figure I can help them out.
You got too much going on for you out here, bro. You don't need that. Your time is coming anyway, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. But I don't don't want to be late for work, man. So I'm going to go. I'm going to catch up with you. Tell my Duke's happy belated birthday. Sorry I missed the bash and all that, man. All right?
Hey, bro, safe it up, man.
Yo, Mal. What, man?
Hell is hot due to the Glocks that felons pop. Ain't nobody telling cops how he got his melon rock. Another brethren shot right in front of me. Let's be real, I'm just happy that it wasn't me. His baby gon' cry, his mama gon' cry. If I don't make it out this hood, then I'm gon' die. What you know about business suits and long ties? Y'all too busy bucking and y'all always hit the wrong guy. I feel a hatred on the corner when I slide through. They see me coming out the store when I buy brew. It's hard not to recognize the wicked eye view. I look back at them like you could die too. It's not about who put in all the Glock work. It's all about the dude that get the drop first. In this melting pot, walking through these melting blocks. Never heard the trigger pull, I just felt the shot.
My hit me, said stop what you doing on the spot. Said he strapped up, see a couple oppers on the block. So I rose up, like should I bring the chopper or the Glock? I'm on my way, just stay on them and try not to make it hot. But it's something in me, the same that beef. Cause Ruge ain't the aim type, he just bust that heat. He just shot an old in the gut last week. I'm thinking we could catch him on the comeback beat, but he ain't trying to hear it. He just trying to air it, and that's my man. So if this is beef, I gotta wear it. This time just watch your aim and don't be bucking by cameras. Cause I ain't trying to sit up for no bystanders. We in the Highlander, about to hit a melting block. Ruger hanging out the window, about to melt his top. I try to tell him hold his fire before he let it pop. But before the trigger pulled, I just felt the shot. Damn. You hit Sean, man. What you mean you don't give a f***,
You
son?
hit Sean, man. I ain't mean to hit Sean, son.
God,
Fuck,
son, nah, boy. We gotta go back, my can't. You hit Sean, boy.
Hey,
Hit the leg. Son, we just
we ain't
talking
going
about
back.
you hitting
Last week, they
son.
gonna put us in jail for the I did last week, and we gonna be up. They gonna put us under the ground. We ain't going back.
My
You
can't,
bugging.
we can't do this, son. We can't do this, my nigga.
Are you serious?
Dead ass. You
My
hit
nigga?
Sean.
My we ain't going back. Now, is we good? Is we good?
We good, man.
You sure?
Sure.
Man. Yo, man, what up, boy? Yo, what's up with your man? What the guy
Yo, man, my condolences about your boy, man. You heard?
Hey, good looking, man. I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it.
Man. Yo, you heard about that did that Maryland Ruger, man?
I don't know.
He's working over there on Stuyvesant Street, man. Working over after they did that.
What?
Heard? Hear that?
Nah, good looking, bro.
You thought just put me more.
Good looking, man.
No record.
It's been like 10 days since they killed my bro. I'm stressing going through it, damn, I miss him, man. I swear the way a n***a feeling right now, if you even look at me wrong or owe some bread, you gon' be missing, man. His mother stay calling, I ain't pick up yet. His sister be approaching, you ain't get my text. Damn, with all this pressure on me, man, I'm getting vexed. I stay seeing his pops, he's always asking, did you get him yet? Damn, man, I remember days chillin', joking on each other, slap boxing in the building. You was selling soft, I was selling hard. Breaking day right on Marcus Garvey Boulevard. Last words before he died, he said, hold it down. You see that around, better lay his ass down. Now I'm hella hot, walking through these mountain blocks. Never heard the trigger pull, he just felt the shot.
Bro, thanks for the support.
For my brother.
All right, we are back live. Real Fans, Real Talk. Mark the Statman Skevich alongside Trip Young, Billy the Kid from Respect Life, as you saw in the video, taking down the one and only Bobby Stone, creator of the Real Fans, Real Talk theme song, at Bobby Stone Music on Twitter. Make sure you follow him.
Theme song first
Check
before
out.
that happened,
I know. I mean, thankfully it's not real, and he's still.
Nah, Bobby's my brother. Bobby's my brother, man.
Bobby Stone will probably be live in studio singing the theme song. He's working on an updated one, but of course we got blogger Eric Sanchez in the building as well. And I just want to let everyone know out there, we've been talking about the Brooklyn Pizza Eating Contest for the past few weeks. It got rescheduled due to rain. It will be tomorrow night at 7:30. Rocco's Pizzeria go to Rocco's Pizza on Fifth.com for more information. It's a part of the Bay Ridge Stroll on Fifth Avenue. So there's going to be a lot of live music there, along with the pizza eating contest. It's going to be a fun time. A lot of stuff going on. Make sure you check it out. It's going to be Fifth Avenue between 79th and 78th Street in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. And of course, Rocco's Pizzeria has the official caterer of Real Fans, Real Talk, and we are thankful for the delicious food that they provide, and make sure you check them out if you want to get some of that for yourself. Ladybug, unfortunately, social media fans, is not in the building tonight. We do have a lot more topics to discuss, though, but we also want to mention our exterminator friend on Real Fans, Real Talk, Pest Be Gone. Make sure you check them out at pestbegone.com. That's
keep
for
the bugs out the studio.
They keep the bugs. They keep the bugs. They keep the bugs out of a lot of different businesses. Make sure you check them out. Pestbegone.com. The website is under maintenance. If you want to call directly, the number is on the screen, 917-526-9832. For your exterminating needs, bed bugs, you can't get rid of the, Red Sox fans or those types of pests. Wow. And you don't want to get rid of ladybugs either. That's not, he's not the reason why Ladybug isn't here. You don't exterminate ladybugs. Ladybugs are cool, but make sure you check them out, pestbegone.com. But we got some fan mail questions to take care of. Brandon from Queens wrote in, was Kyrie more deserving of the Finals MVP? And I'm just wondering, how ludicrous that question really is, because, people were discussing whether LeBron should win even if the Cavs lose. Yeah. Kyrie played well, but, unfortunately, LeBron James is deserving.
He led in every statistical category pretty much.
For both teams.
Points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks. As great as Uncle Drew played, he hit, the shot that sealed the championship for them. But, outside of that, and he did a great job on Stephen Curry, but LeBron was just everywhere.
It wasn't like them back-to-back 41s, then the triple-double.
So
that's what did it.
That was LeBron's Finals MVP. Everybody knows that. Shout out to Uncle Drew, but
the 73-9, that's rough. That's probably one of the reasons why Steph Curry was so broken by the time the finals happened. But which leads to the next question. Will from Charleston writes, was the Golden State Warriors NBA Finals loss worse than the Patriots losing to the Giants in the Super Bowl after going 16-0 in the regular season?
Same thing.
I'm probably gonna say I'm probably gonna say yes, just because I enjoyed the Giants, but in reality, no, because you're talking. What do you
It's
mean?
not even close.
Well, I believe Sports Illustrated ranked it. They had the Patriots as the number 1,
Yeah.
and Golden State's loss as number 2.
I mean, I would think
yeah.
I wouldn't see it being as that close because I mean the upset. The Giants were huge underdogs.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Cavs were slight underdogs, but
First of all, the Cavs were the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah.
I mean, in the Eastern Conference, it's not like they came out of nowhere. Most people picked them to beat in the finals.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, I mean people picked the Warriors in like 6. It wasn't
Yeah, and secondly, it's a series. It wasn't like if it was one game. The Giants made the playoffs the last week of the season to get in,
and then just kept winning.
and then just went on a
caught
run.
fire, yeah.
It's not even the same thing.
Yeah, so I definitely as bad as it was going 73-9 and then still being up 3-1. Nobody's ever done that. Still, I mean the Giants, like you said, they managed to sneak into the playoffs. We knew what the Cavs were capable of doing, and they showed improve. So
Now that you say it like that, you're right. But both was bad losses for both teams.
Yeah, it was hard either way.
But you know what though? I think we look at it bad, like Tripp said, because Golden State was up 3-1.
Yeah.
Most of us, and we talked about it, we thought it was going to be a back and forth series. So had it gone back and forth and gone Game 7 and Cleveland won,
But you can't.
we wouldn't have looked at it the same
we
way.
also thought there were going to be no
We didn't think
30-point
it was no
games.
blowouts
And the
either.
only game that
Yeah.
wasn't a blowout was
Game
Game 7.
Yeah,
You
true.
can't break Mike Record and then don't take it.
Well, yeah, that's just bad
See,
in itself.
The NBA is different now, though, man. It's
Yeah,
not,
you're right.
Teams rest guys. I mean, San Antonio goes so many games.
That's
where
why
they
it's
rest guys.
that's why it's so much harder to do it too. Like that's why it's so much harder to beat 72-10 because you're resting your star players. San Antonio had a shot at doing it, but they didn't go for it. The Warriors were going for it. There was an overtime game against the Jazz when they already clinched first place, and Steph Curry was out there in overtime because they were going for
They went like
73.
3 overtimes, right?
Yeah, but
it was
late in the
game.
season.
The way the
yeah.
league goes, the way it's played now is so much different than back then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Guys now, they find ways to rest guys so you can catch.
There was no resting in the playoffs, and the Warriors.
exactly.
That's one of the
There
things
was
with the
no
Warriors. They
resting
had
in the
those
playoffs.
7-game series, but
Well, and then half the Spurs team is in AARP, so they can't play 7, all of the games. Like
Not
that. You gotta
half,
rest.
but-
You gotta rest a lot of those guys anyway. But especially Duncan and Ginobili, who did opt out, and he
coming back,
is I'm pretty sure he'll be back. I can't see
There
him
is no
playing.
market.
Yeah, for
for Manu
Ginobili.
Ginobili.
Yeah,
There's no market.
At 38 years old, the only team that's gonna take him is San Antonio. That's a pity contract.
Maybe
They gonna give him-
why would he?
Utah.
I mean,
Good
why
job
would
in
he
the
opt
past.
out though?
Maybe he
Like,
wants a 2-year deal. I
Yeah.
don't know. He wants to play till
maybe
he's
he
40.
wants less money to
Listen,
help them. I don't.
Who knows with that one? A couple of guys opted out. I mean, Dirk opted out as well.
coming back.
Yeah, but I know. Yeah, I don't have any
LeBron
doubt.
James opted out because he's going to come to the Knicks and
No,
and win for 3 different organizations. There you go.
That'll be the best thing to happen to us.
not for nothing though.
As New York people.
Yeah,
I don't think he will. But if LeBron were to do that, that would put him. I know there's always talk about him comparing to Mike. That will put him on a different level.
if he come in and win
Three
a
different
championship.
teams.
To do that,
Be in Cleveland one, in New York one.
exactly.
Yeah,
New York
That'll be-
over 4
that'll be
years.
amazing.
Cleveland
That'll be
never.
Level.
yeah,
Yeah.
That would,
To know, like,
yeah.
I've ended 2 droughts and being my 4th championship and taking 3 different teams to the finals.
Yeah.
I don't
that
think
would
it'll
be on a
happen
whole
this
nother
year,
level.
but there is a chance with next year because Chris Paul is a free agent. So if LeBron and Wade both sign 1-year deals,
Yeah.
then it'll be all 3 will be free agents next year. I'm just saying.
I mean, I know.
And Derrick Rose,
No, it ain't happening.
Derrick Rose will
It's
be
not
off. The
happening.
contract will be off the table, and they can afford all 4 of them. That's mentioned
I'm
in
telling you right now,
in the blog. I mentioned it as
No,
Fantasy
I
Land.
beg you, please.
What?
Yeah,
Chris Paul, stay where you're at. Dwayne Wade, stay where you're at. Because what you're
Yeah.
talking about would involve Kristaps Porzingis leaving New York.
No, not necessarily. Not for next year. Kristaps is only set to make $5 million next year.
Because
That's
he's
not
still on his rookie contract,
he's
so he could actually stay.
No.
But I mean, you wouldn't want Chris Paul,
No.
Melo, Wade, and
Chris
LeBron.
Paul ain't never been out the second round.
It doesn't matter. He'll be with LeBron.
Why doesn't it
He's
matter?
getting out with
He's
LeBron.
definitely gonna get out now if he got a team with LeBron and Wade, who got a couple of rings together.
What, we gonna call Richard Jefferson to come off the bench there too?
Exactly.
Might as well.
Yeah. No, J.R.
Richard
said he
Jefferson.
come off the bench for that team, so listen. They'll have a team. They'll have a
We all would come off the bench for that team.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
And they'd still win a championship. So
Nah, I'm good. Chris Paul, stay where you at.
But you know what? He actually has to stay healthy though too.
Stay where you at.
He got to get through this season because Chris Paul is continuing to get hurt. So I don't even know if that's going to work at this point. Another year, on Chris Paul, and then to try to do that, I don't think it'll work. But in any event, we do have new world champions, and that is the Cavaliers of Cleveland. Like I said, and and this is it's a festive occasion, and there's a lot of things, a lot of memes that I saw on Instagram and whatnot. So I just felt like there was something. How sometimes you get that feeling you just want to hear. You just get a song stuck in your head, and you just want to hear that song played out loud, and you want to share that song, with the world, so that people can feel, the fact that LeBron James got his third championship ring, and I just really. I really like to. You see, we got the birds chirping and whatnot. It's just nice outside, and this is a song right here that
makes sense for Fantasyland too.
I felt close to. I felt
with
close
the
to my
Knicks
heart.
dreams that I've been having.
And I just wanted to, just to hear. I wanted you guys to partake in this song here because this is what represents the Cleveland Cavaliers. This song right here. Shout out to Pete Diddy because they ain't going nowhere.
You know who the real MVP though?
Back to back rings.
Of the NBA?
Real MVP.
Who's the real MVP?
James Jones.
You know what?
Following LeBron.
I will give you that. Yeah.
Oh, he gonna get it.
Yeah.
LeBron says he's always gonna have work.
Yeah.
LeBron says he's always gonna have
James
work.
Jones just followed him.
It's like Memphis Jay-Z.
Yes,
That's what James Jones is.
Great analogy. Great analogy.
Give me that, James.
He'll have work with
I'm
the
not-
Knicks too. When
I'm mad at James Jones. That's smart right there.
That's one of the best things.
You know what James Jones
Most of shot.
You good? Thank you, Cliff. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you, bro. You the real
shot.
MVP,
He
Cliff.
got a job.
James Jones offseason
LeBron
plan.
You can cut that off now, Cliff. Thank you. I know you're a fellow Knicks fan, so I don't know why you got, persuaded to
thank
play.
you, Cliff. You are truly the real MVP. Shout out to our technical director, Cliff. Shout out to the whole crew because me and him, we put this together today. The song in the beginning and that right there. So I gotta shout out Cliff for making that whole thing happen. Again, shout out to the Cavs, and we are going to jump into the final thought segment of the show. So, Billy, I'm gonna start with you on this side, man. Whatever you want to say, go ahead, man.
I just want to say thanks for all the support and the love they give us. That's major to us. We ain't nothing without the fans. And I hope everybody comes to that Barclays Center Saturday, man. Keith Thurman, man. Keith Thurman fighting Sean. Mm-hmm. That's going to be a good fight, man. I'm definitely going to be in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was just talking to Pop about that earlier today, man. It's definitely going to be a good one. And Eric?
Keep reading the blogs, realfansrealtalk.com. Definitely keep tuning into the show. Congrats to LeBron. Like I said before, historic performance. Got nothing but respect for what he did. Just keep tuning in, man.
All right, and then I got two things really quick because Haran H2O, he sent over something for me. He's got a I Love Music concert going on next Wednesday, the 29th at Blackthorn in Queens. You're going to have Loaded Lux there. A couple of other artists are going to be performing over there. So if y'all available, y'all go out, support Haran. He's always doing something for the kids. And he also has his flag football game coming up in August as well. So we're going to be at that, and we'll give you guys more details on that as the day comes. And then once again, y'all make sure y'all go out. Y'all go get that lead tape, man. Support. Y'all keep watching Respect Life. Shout out to Billy for coming through. We definitely appreciate you coming on.
Appreciate y'all.
It was only fitting, though, man, with the Cavs winning that championship.
LeBron James.
Make sure you check out the pizza eating contest tomorrow night. Once again, Rocco's Pizza on 5th.com. And Kevin Durant, come to the Knicks. Russell Westbrook isn't working out for you. Didn't get it done. Try it with D Rose. If it doesn't work out, we'll just bring Westbrook next year. So it works. It works out fine. So that's my final thought of the evening. July 1st. I hope the meeting goes well. Thank you for joining us, everyone, on Real Fans Real Talk. For our blogger Eric Sanchez. Billy the Kid from Respect Life, and my co-host, the one and only Trip Young. I'm Mark the Statman Skevich. We'll see you next time, everyone. Have a good night.
Whatever you do, respect life.
Shout out Bobby Stone, creator of the theme music.
I want to thank you guys. That was.
Face facts, what up, what up? Real fans, realtalk.com. Where Arthur Diamonds, Trip Young, and intern Tom. For the white and black fans, Asia to Manhattan. I get all my facts from my bro, Mark the Stats Man. If you're not tuned in, I recommend the CAT scan. And if your brain checks out, then you deserve a backhand. Sports, gossip, all the hot topics. Real fans, realtalk.com got it. They got the hottest bloggers.
Is Jeremy Lin hurt?
Well, log onto the site and you can hear it from them first. I'm talking about the latest. I'm talking about the greatest. Go check out the archives. Even tell a neighbor. Tell them Bobby sent ya. From spring to winter, tuning in should be the only.